Hello everybody, my name is Nevalon and welcome in today's new PvP video, this time with my main class, which is Sacrier, of which I didn't make a single PvP video, and now it's the time. Now this video is going to be, it was pretty much streamed in 3.1, so you're gonna still see in one of the fights an old awesome. But apart of that and few maybe builds and set changes and of course new builds, new sets that occurred with the 3.2 update in which we are right now, there is not many of the changes, so the gameplay of the Sacrier is gonna pretty much remain the same. As for classes, there wasn't really any changes other than osamodas, so that's another thing. So basically for the PvP scene, there wasn't really anything significant other than the osamodas revamp. Now with that said, we're gonna play a standard strength build, except I'm going to use a Ganymed. So it contains 3 parts of the depth set, 2 parts of the volcanic, 2 parts of the grid rail, and now we got 2 legendary items, which is Ganymed Diadem and the Rekerel, with the Dragoturki on top, which is basically standard strength build, except people are using with the grid rail helmet. And if you don't have any of the legendaries, of course, I've been using them in my videos because I find that Ganymed is very solid. As for the Sacrier, you don't really need that much. You can handle yourself well with the odd turns having 11 AP, and with 5 MP you got a good mobility for yourself. So that's on even turns, I would say that Ganymed can be very strong on the Sacriers. That's at least my preference. I was playing with the grid rail helmet before, but I decided I didn't like it. I'm gonna switch that one to Ganymed, which mostly I've been using in 1v1 and basically taking the inspirations from the top Sacriers in 1v1, such as Ziof, and that's why it's gonna be my choice here. But as I said, you can still stick around to grid rail helmet and change the cloak to the 1000 excuses. So in case you cannot afford any of the legendaries, this build is absolutely fine. Another change that you can do, that I used to actually do to this build, was playing with Volcanic Amulet just to have +1 summon, because with the summons you can have a good mobility using projection, for example, and in such a cases I preferred to have that without putting some exo unnecessarily, and in stats it's still doing pretty well. But on 3v3 I didn't feel like I needed it, so I got more HP, I got more damages, and by playing with the 3 parts of the depth set. And of course, as for the 3v3, we wanna play with the Prytech. I personally prefer Iridescent. I like the turn 3 700 shields rather than the shiny ones. But if you have a shiny, then it's up to you. And if you play 1v1, then obviously it's preferred if you go something like the Coco or Sylvan. So yeah, I wanted to finally make one Sacrier PvP video. Maybe in the future I was thinking about making 1v1 series, since I wanna really try hard on that class in 1v1. But as for now, I decided that it's going to be again the 3v3 video, just to have at least one PvP with my main class. So let's get right into it. Alright, we're in the first match and we're going to play with Enutrov Chance, and already wanna say one compliment, because look at what this Enutrov is doing. He used variant of the release spell Magnetism to put me and the Shram in the zone where he could put the satchel, so we can now all share the damage and also the living trunk. So now that's very smart of him. That was very interesting move. It was surprising to me to see him at first with the Servitude. And look at this. Portland is trying to damage both of us, and we're just casually sharing damage. And of course I use Rekerel, so I'm getting shield space on the distance. So their fortress is, I believe, Omni something. Okay, my Shram is also Chance, as you can see. And their IOP is Chance, and the Iliochop is Strength 2, what I remember. So yeah, for now it's going to be my Shram is gonna just keep spamming traps and just a classic setup. So yeah, that was very interesting and at the same time smart of the Enutrov to do such a play, and very unique. Okay, so I decided to play. I play often with the transfusion rather than rather than attraction, because it's better for like such a combo when you apply transfusion and you have somebody on the sacrifice, and these allies are getting killed from you being hit, right? So I was thinking that, okay, through this damage ring, I also will get hit, so maybe some of the damage even is gonna like be killing up my allies. That was at the back of my thought, or eventually I was thinking if the Sacher is gonna die, then maybe it will be I didn't have really much of a better cast, so I decided like, okay, I'm just gonna apply transfusion. This is something that I often do. Now also when I put this sword next to the Iliotrop, I've kinda misplayed, because I should have put the sword next to the wall rather than swapping later with the Ilio, but that's a detail because he anyway used 3 AP to move it away. So yeah, my Inutrov going in and like starting to damage. So yeah, another thing is that some of the people, like for example, I've seen like Sepu playing with the fluctuations rather than transpositioning. But I personally, I don't feel like really playing with the fluctuation unless I would be playing on like a small map with the Feka. I'm more of a transposition fan of a player, but I guess I'm not convinced, because in certain situations I feel like fluctuations could be good, but at the same time transpo could be a bigger of a game changer, especially in like such a low rating. So yeah. So far we don't get any erosion from my Shram, like he's not going on in, he's not trying to go and put like mortuary mark on this Portlands or anything. He put the Mass Grave on IOP, even though IOP is playing Agility and that was already one misplay. And that's gonna happen later second time. IOP goes dual, so this Shram is not, so this double is not gonna annoy them with the by stepping on into the traps. And now is my turn where I got a Ganymed, so I'm using it using the bonus AP to get an advantage. And as you can see, I spent 4 AP for the Coward, 2 AP for the positioning, and I still have 9 AP to just do damage. Knowing that I'm still the satchel is still up, I know that I'm not gonna really suffer much, but even if I would, it's honestly better if I would rather than my teammates, because I can totally sustain it. So yeah, they are trying to get on my Enutrov slowly. And what else could I say? What else could I say? I guess we're just gonna keep watching, and I'm gonna keep commenting on what is gonna happen, because right now I said everything. Right now it's gonna be the odd turn where we're gonna lose 1 AP. But it's, as I said, it's totally fine on a Sacrier, especially that I can take such a moment in case, like for example, very often in like turn 3 my ally can be already in a low trouble, or I can be in trouble, depends on who is focused, so I can, like, little amount of AP can be like a sign for me that I can like have a safer turn, use, you know, libation, sacrifice, like a second cast of mutilation, which is coagulation, to shield myself, right? Basically play safely, and then on the next turn after, so like have one passive turn and then have one aggressive turn and do pretty much good amount of damage. Okay, so here is like in the Shram, I think that was the moment where he misplayed a bit, and my Enutrov emoted even. He missed, like, he didn't know exactly what to do because, well, his double was on the duel, and he, I think, passed with 5 AP left. I continue going on the on the Fortlands because I don't see really any better target. I decided to apply transfusion already on Enutrov. Already immediately got some of the heals, and yeah, I'm totally fine transferring that. I'm not going to be anytime like Sun Focus, especially that I'm not sure if Enutrov has already got eroded, but they very overall in this match, nobody bothered with like rushing with erosion, especially our Shram, as you can see so far by its gameplay. Enutrov hits me one time and gets healed from it as well, which is, I'm fine with that. I'm tanky enough. I've already got enough stacks of the shields to totally survive it. This cast at the end, like they were completely random. The Enutrov could have just maybe hit a little bit more on the IOP, but it's fine. Portals are open and given the zone for the Air Fortlands to erode both of my teammates. So, oh yeah, I couldn't really tell at this point what is exactly he's playing. Like some of the chance, some of the strength, And yeah, and here suddenly intelligence, and I was thinking if it's pushback at this point. I was confused with this Fortlands. But okay, we now finally, our Shram applies Mortuary Mark and double Larceny, meaning that there's 50% erosion on the Fortlands. And so I did a low virtue, and now knowing that this there is this erosion on the Fortlands, I took the zone, and I'm pulling myself to the wall. I pretty much got rid of the parry, and then I pulled both IOP and the Fortlands for the zone. I apply decimation, so both of them can receive 6% of the additional damage. And then gravity, mainly for the Fortlands, because I know that IOP is playing adulation, so it doesn't really affect it, but also of course I'm getting shields, right? But at least Fortlands cannot jump away diagonally, in case if he had the spells. I'm not even sure if he had the spell. He had a very interesting, unique build. Okay, Enuchov is taking advantage here of my coward. He didn't have, since he's not playing release, I'm not sure if he had any other, I'm not sure about the Enuchov variants, honestly, so I don't know if he could push like him away, that Iliochov, but doesn't matter. He used the coward to distance himself, put the living trunk, and is pretty much solved. And also even block the portal this way. Okay. Fortlands triggers, okay, well, you can see that he's playing Sylvan, goes on my Shram, since he didn't want to, I guess, damage me because of the damage effect. Double okay, not double, one-time Larceny to apply also erosion on both, like refresh on the Fortlands, and also additionally apply it on the IOP. IOP goes with the adulation, even though Enuchov is very far away, and even, well, I guess he wanted to use adulation just to not receive the reflect damage, maybe that's why, and eroded me. Yeah, I continue just clapping, doing damage peacefully on the Fortlands, and also triggering the Sylvan. Now, Iliochop is trying to get some zone to continue going on our Enuchov, since that seems the best target to them. Our Shah went in this, and even though he's nearby, well, they don't know exactly where he is, right? Enuchov, I thought that maybe he could use the portal to like hit him, to hit the Iliochop. He used pull out, so which is pretty okay. Gonna keep the Enuchov safer in this turn, and we are still in a zone, like, so they not gonna be able, because of the position where the IOP is like in the middle, away from me, from the Enuchov. He's playing chance, so he cannot really do much for sure here. And me and our Shram is next to our main target, which is Fortlands, and so. And Iliochop, of course, it doesn't have like much of a zone to like even use the portals over there. Okay, so Shram pulls out the Fortlands away from me, applies Jinx, which is kind of inconvenient for me, because, you know, if the Fortlands was still next to me, I could, you know, get 1 AP from the Abyssal Dofus, but it's totally fine. And luckily, I still can in the zone reposition. I'm doing aversion. I used precipitation, by the way, in this turn, which was kind of odd to me, but I guess he didn't have much to do over there. But yeah, okay, aversion and influx, and Fortlands is again next to me. Iliochop trying to get rid of the summons. There's not much really that he can do. One leak mine on the Enuchov. And now. So Enuchov is not eroded right now. There is nobody nearby him. He's very much in a safe spot, right? I'm gonna take a sip of the water because I'm talking so much, and this match was also one of the this one is actually the longest you're gonna watch in this video. Now, of course, reading classic chat in Coliseum about sexual preferences. Even on my chat, dropping the comment about it. But yeah, let him be. It's a humor. Alright. So now Shram is swapping with the swapping positions with the IOP to continue going on the to continue damaging the Fortlans. And here again, this is where I'm like telling him like, hey, this IOP is playing Adulation. Like there is like, look, he literally plays the variant of the jump. He doesn't have any reason to gravity that IOP the whole game, but he did. I got now dueled by the IOP, and so what? I have not much of a choice, but I believe he already was still eroded. I'm not even sure if he was eroded or not, but the only choice anyway here was like just to damage him, so I'm just trying to figure out what is the best order of the spells I could do. And what I did Torture to apply the lifesteal effect, and I guess lifesteal myself a bit. Then I did Gush and Influx, even though I don't need like much of an HP. I'm not even being focused, and I didn't even use other shields than Thorn Crown. So I'm pretty relaxed. I'm pretty relaxed here. Okay, Enutrov now rushes in, seeing that how much of in a trouble is the Fortlands, and Enutrov is kind of, you know, in a safe spot. Keeping in mind that I still also I'm a Sacrier, right? So my sacrifice is still up. I didn't have to use it the entire time. And so Fortlands on the 800 HP. How much of the match left? It's almost the end. And I think it's the moment where they are going to slowly give up. There is not much more to talk about. Yep, there we go. First match, GG. Okay, welcome in the third match. Well, we're gonna play now with the Foggernaut. I believe it was Omni Foggernaut, strength IOP, and against the strength Kra. I believe it was agility Panda, and the old Osamodas, Chance Osamodas. So yeah, first we're gonna receive a little bit of a barricade shots hits from enemy Kra. But it's not it's a little tickling, you know. Fortunately, Foggernaut starts first, and he already puts the lifesaver, so we're gonna get a little bit healed up. I lost like just a little bit of an HP. Of course, I played Prytic, so it wasn't much of a trouble for me. And so Osamoda's gonna spawn up one of the old frogs. It's kinda very weird knowing that Osamodas now is revamped, and it's like, why would I even comment on old Osamodas? Even though I feel like there is like little comments I can make, because the Osamodas is completely now different. Now frogs are still a thing, but like in completely different way. But yeah, he put one of the frogs, and I decided to use double protection through the Foggernaut turret and then through the frog, and I wanted to already get Kra a little bit in the middle. Now I knew that Panda is gonna play right after, and that it's probably gonna save the Kra. I probably also should have put the like the sword on the left side of it, so it wouldn't get pulled like by consolation from the Panda like it did right now. So it's a misplay, but okay, it's fine, because Panda being like right now last in initiative, and it's gonna be pretty okay of a target as well. Now we're getting the Wrath. Okay, sadly he could have done the first pressure and then cast Wrath on the Panda, but it's a detail. So we got already one of the targets regardless, and like Kra doesn't have really zone over here. I mean, if he used absolute acuteness, then he could, but I guess he didn't want it because he's playing with a punitive, so he wants to save it for the next turn. Okay, so I think here's so since Kra applied eye for an eye on a Panda, I guess Foggernaut kind of misplayed. Seems like he didn't have like much of a zone, although I thought that he could maybe use grapple. I believe that's the name of the spell, to like pull himself to the IOP, but he didn't do it anyway. So yeah, there is no vendetta or anything, but I guess he lost. He used all the MP from like just moving So yeah, osamodas, focusing a little bit of me, gonna apply all the poison straight up on me. My Ganymede turn is already waiting. And so, first poison from the albino frog, there is not a thing anymore. And now I'm taking a low zone to like get the frog closer, and at the same time I wanna try to like damage the panda, of course, and try to damage this frog a little bit. And I think I'm gonna take an advantage to life seal. Let's see, I'm gonna do influx, and yeah, I think I'm gonna do the blood buff, so I'm getting a little bit of a heals, and I'm doing AoE damage to frog, to the panda, and yeah, into the osamodas, blocking this line, so this frog later, so they would have to eventually move it away, but if they don't, then this the frog is not gonna annoy me. Panda hand on the IOP, I guess for the because it's IOP is next turn. IOP goes now with the virtue power. And I don't, and he is not gonna, he's not gonna go in melee to not get picked up by panda due to the panda hand state. So he does double pressure on the panda. So now it's 20% erosion, and also procs the Sylvan to get some heals. Okay. Now, that was a punitive arrow for 400, and considering that it was also shielded by Rickeral, not too good. And okay, here is the Omni Foggernot damage coming in with the Misery wand. I can't remember exactly, but this is the legendary item, the Misery that removes the resistances from the enemies. And Panda is pretty much already dead. Osamodas has got no way to save it. It was pretty free zone. I took the free zone in the turn 1, and I guess by just putting Kra in the trouble, Panda, he needed to like got in a trouble itself as well. Maybe it could have gone away, but it didn't want to. Maybe it felt like too confident. But yeah. Okay, so I'm finishing with the Mantis Core, which is the neutral, like basically the spell that we get from the dungeon. Finishing the panda, and I went to kill the frog, so the poisons can be gone, and so it's not gonna, like, you know, keep stacking up the favorism, which is not a thing. You guys don't need to know what it's doing because it's no longer a thing, right, guys? Why am I even trying to explain? Okay, duel on their. Yeah, I also wanted to just trigger the Sylvan, right? I wanted to get rid of the frog, trigger the Sylvan, finish up the panda, and I feel safer this way, right? And now that, and knowing that also that I had Foggernot at the back of my head, I used the Thorn Crown instead of like going Coagulation, because yeah, Foggernot, I knew that it's gonna eventually keep me alive. And it's doing it right now. So yeah, Kra did some of the damage on me. I'm a little bit eroded, but not significantly. I lost like maybe, what, 2000 vitality in total, I believe. And I'm still pretty much doing well with the shields, with the heals from my teammate. And osamodas decided, okay, I'm gonna cast something and I'm gonna give up. Basically, he knows that this is game over. So that zone from the osamodas kinda gave me the advantage, and the fact that how crap was positioned, I caused a little bit of a threat to pretty much force enemy team to do the actions. Composition, but still composition-wise, I would say we definitely looked better. And here comes the Wrath. Bang, and the osamodas is down. So yeah, that was a quick and simple match with just a little bit of a misplay, leading me to take the advantage of it and causing a trouble. Now this punitive was actually a little bit stronger, but I'm still alive. Alright, and we going. It's a GG. Alright, and now we get to the third match, which is gonna be also in its way very unique. Basically, you can look at the Zellor, and if you know how to play already Zellor, you already question what the heck is he doing. He's not even giving a first stack on the synchro, by the way. He didn't even telefrag like the Eka flip in this zone just to give him the AP from the dial. Yeah. And that's basically gonna be it. This matchup, the only reason why I'm showing it is because I'm gonna show you the strength of the transfusion. Another question is why this Idiotchop is playing with a burnt pie. Did he forget to change the variant? I don't know. I blocked the portal already with the Coward, since there is not much for me to do. And preparing, I'm sending the sword to go on the Shram. Their Shram is strength, their IOP is int, and my Eka flip is strength reduction, I think, or just pure strength, and reduction is just, you know, addiction. I don't know. I feel like it's AP reduction, but I'm not unsure at this point. Their Iliochop is also int. So this Zelor seeing very budget gear, and so for the first turn, I'm like, bro, okay, this might not be the easiest, you know, but it's yeah, I mean, I'm gonna surprise you. Zelor is not gonna be the first one to die. Spoiler. Eka flip did some damage on the Shram, and I don't know why and this is where I questioned, why didn't he heal me with this cat? I mean, I'm missing 500 HP, why don't you put the HP on me? But okay. Shram killing my sword, and now look at the, what is that? So souvenir, gear, and then rift into conservation. Yeah, not a single terror frag and pretty much no damage done. Now Iliochop is gonna focus on the that Zelor. You gotta question sometimes. Look, if you don't know the class, don't play 3v3. It's all I'm saying. If you wanna learn, it's totally understandable and it's totally fine. But if you first you gotta learn a little bit about your class, and the best place to do it is 1v1. 3v3, not really, because you're pretty much griefing you gotta grief your teammates, buddy. So yeah, later you gotta there will be a little bit chatting from me, but yeah. I use the Chafer. I didn't want to use transposition to like bring anyone on the other side. I wanted to focus a little bit on this Shram for now, but at the same time, even though it's a Shram, he's gonna go Invis eventually, but it's best target. It was, in my view, it was best target. Okay, but I just decided, okay, I'm gonna use Chafer, dash in. I sucked out the Sylvan and then pulled myself to the Shram. Being damaged is pretty much fine because of the transfusion, Zelor is receiving HP back. Now, okay, yeah, it was. I guess it's fair to say that he was AP. It was AP reduction. Eka flip, and he did reduce enough to just get like one time boink with the hammerture from the Shram, and the Shram went invis. I pinging go for now on the no. Why did he do double gear? Why did he do double gear? No clue. But as I said, this guy, okay, but at least also remnants on the Iliochop. Okay, that's not bad. That's okay. It's acceptable. And he, yeah, I feel like I'm like, oh yeah, and then this is where I'm like, look, this is the damage from the I think it's now called Cataclysm, the poison from the from burnt pie with the burnt pie with the earth damage from this. Holy shit! Sorry, there is so much going on that I can't even like process. I can't. This is too much. You know what? I don't even remember what I was saying as usual. So I just continue. I stay safe. I applied sacrifice. I think on the yeah, sacrifice on the Zelor, still on the transfusion, so whenever I get hit now, this is what I'm talking about, transfusion in such a situation is good. And then you decided to go double shield with the coagulation and Torn Crown, because here's the thing, whenever you sacrifice someone, it's safest to go with coagulation if you can, because you don't know if like your allies will be bad enough, they're gonna be like in AoE zone where there is you and the target, the ally that you sacrifice, and you're gonna then receive on Sacrier double damage. Gotta be careful. But in this case, it's just the resistances from this Zelor convinced me, like, you know what, I gotta put myself 3000 shield on me, and so I did. Wait, I guess I put... Wait, is a transfusion right now already on both? No. Oh, wait, it is. It should be on both. Yes, it should be. So this is another advantage. So as they hit, they try to either hit me or the Zelor. Since I put the transfusion on both of them, both of my allies are getting killed, which is pretty much making them stay alive, but I'm dying. I mean, not right now, but later on. And yeah, I said, okay, that word is good. Don't play. Don't ping again. This is, yeah. So basically, Eka Flip was pinging to trigger the synchro on the stage 2. Guys, stage 4 is at least what is worth triggering. And you need to also understand that Zelor Gara need a zone. He didn't have a zone, in my opinion, here. I don't see it, at least. I mean, no, it's too far away. So it's kind of tough, right? Okay, so continues damaging on the Zelor. So I'm receiving that damage, of course. Now it's an even turn, so Ganymede. I'm gonna take the zone. And I should have done decimation here. I don't know why I didn't do decimation just to already hit the eye up. That's a misplay from me. And what? Okay, and then I applied another transfusion on the Zelor. So Eka Flip will now not get healed. And already on my chat, perfusion heals OP. Yeah, they were both applied, but also just enemies hitting the Zelor when he's on sacrifice is just, you know, kinda misplay. Okay, and here is the moment where I cannot live any longer. I did what I could to keep them alive and sacrifice myself for the greater good. So don't disappoint me. Oh, Nevalon from the past. What can I say? Alright. Finishing off the IOP. I think IOP was very low HP, so I was like, you know what? They have full HP because I kept Zelor alive and Eka Flip got the heals as well, while the enemy team just focused on the sacrificed Zelor. Perfect. Now it's 2v1 and I was like, there is no way they're gonna lose it. So yeah, guys, I think I'm gonna take this moment just to say the outro. This is what I'm saying. This is the strength of like why you can play with the transfusion. I did sacrifice myself and it was a good choice over here because now there is like 2v1. My teammates are going to now play around with the Iliochop. You're gonna watch this. But as for me, thanks for everybody for watching, of course. If you are new to the channel, then make sure to subscribe. Also, make sure to follow me on the twitch.tv/NevalonV2, where I regularly try to where I stream PvP, PvM stuff, right? And join the Discord server in the description, right? I'm not gonna create another I'm not gonna create like another like footage just to say outro right now. There's not much to say. And yeah, about the Sacrier, maybe I'm gonna in the future do some 1v1s. We'll see. That's at least at the back of my head, but we'll see. For now, I have a little bit at the back of my head that I gotta focus on instead. And so yeah, if you like the video, of course, also leave the like. Yeah, I said everything. The whole outro, right? So I can say take care. See you in the next video. Or on my stream.